afternoon, and welcome to another stream. And I have more work on the Angela commission, which is a beast to work on. But I am really enjoying it. I'm having a ton of fun. And so these are all the pens that I'm using today. I'm kind of using a mix of Faber-Castell and Copic. And then there's my erasers and stuff. I just use this for my Instagram notification. So I have just more inking details to work on. And I finished some of the chains this morning. And I honestly didn't sketch them in very clearly at all. So these were taken care of sort of mostly in the inks, actually, which is a little crazy. But anyway, I do have that finished. And honestly, for this one, it's just going to be refining the lines, cleaning up my pencils and erasing my pencils, and getting this ready for Copic coloring, which is going to be the fun part. And I am really excited about it. And for once, I actually made myself some mocha, so I'm a happy girl. Okay, so hopefully the stream is working and I have Pretzel connected, and so we have music, and I think everything is ready. And I am going to be using the 0.3, so this is a 1. I don't want 1, I don't want 5, 3. All right, so I'm going to be using a 0.3 millimeter pencil to kick this off, and I'm going to finish off her hair. And it's going to be fun to work on. Her hair takes time, it's slightly tedious, but then at the same time, it's really what's going to pull this whole area together, especially because I want the hair to be covering this chain that's going in the background. So I need to have the hair inked in before I know how much of the chain to do. And I'm going to keep my lines on the inside of her hair a little less detailed than I usually do for hair. So while you're seeing all of the scribbles that I have just from my pencils, I'm not going to do all of these. I'm gonna drop it back a little bit. Hey Adam, hello again. But since her hair is curly, at the edges I will have some curls and some ringlets. I'm not going to do a ton of them, but I'm going to have a few here and there just to make it clear that her hair is indeed curly. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Comic Force. I'm so glad you like it, and thanks for being here. Hello, Robert and Tom. I am feeling so much better, thank you. I was really not in a good way. By about halfway through the stream yesterday, I was like, oh my God, I don't feel good. But I feel great today, thank you. And I have some high hopes that the inking of her is going to be done today, and maybe even I can get to some coloring before the end of the stream. Though if I finish the inks on this one, don't let me start coloring it. I want to get a good scan. But that's kind of best case scenario, that I managed to finish all this detail in this sitting. Joe. Oh, thanks, Tom. You're a sweetheart. All right, so check this out, you guys. I'm gonna point out a mistake of mine and I will be able to fix it. But I just noticed this right here. Every single curl is facing downward. That is gonna drive me crazy, so I'm gonna put in a few more curls going the other way so it throws it off. I didn't notice this until it was already done and too late. But those are the things on a piece like this where there's so much stuff going on. I really want to make sure that I don't have a ton of those little like accidental parallel lines and stuff. It's not great for giving something an energetic, organic look. So I'm gonna fix that. Hey, Steve! I am so glad you could make it. I know it's the middle of the workday for everyone over here in North America, so I totally understand if it's just not a good time. But thank you for popping in to say hi for anyone who can. Anthony, I know you wanted me to stream later. I'm sorry. Aw, thank you, Adam. Oh, you do, Steve? Well, that's awesome. I understand, Anthony. Mwah, lots of love to you. Happy accidents. That's right. Hello, Mike. Seriously? That's so great, Steve. You finished all your work early? Oh, that's nice. Sorry, Comic Force. Oh, hello, Shane. All right, so some of these curls, actually what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give it another curl and have it go the opposite direction. And then in order to make that believable, I just need to make the other parts of the hair look a little thicker. And then I'm gonna do that as well. Just have a little strip of hair coming out. So I need to thicken some of this. There we go. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay, so you guys are aware, because what ends up happening is I end up blocking what I'm doing with my hand. I'm moving the camera and it's gonna be viewing from a slight angle so that my hand isn't in the way of your line of sight. So this is not how she actually looks. You're seeing it from an angle. Yes, this is prize number 1 for the Christmas contest. Yeah, okay, I completely understand, Anthony. Have a good one. Bye. Oh, thank you so much, Sloppy Octopus. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of detail, so this one's taking me a minute. Yeah, I'm kind of sketching with the pen because I don't have my lines refined completely. But that's fine. It's just the way that I ink is with little short sketch lines. And because I need to go over this brown pen quite a few times, it's not that big a deal for me to make it a little bit more sketchy on this part because I'm going to be refining it as I work. When I'm using a black pen, I'm a lot more cautious because it's a lot more visible. Oh, thank you so much, Mike. So cool, Travis. Oh, yes. This is 11 by 17. So I might put some curls behind the chain, and the reason why is because I already drew the chain, but then at the same time it kind of works, like it's flowing in and around her hair. Oh, no, I didn't answer about the tips. I answered about the kind of sketching. So yes, let me get to that. Do I have any tips about inking? Gosh, I have no idea. I'm the worst at answering the sort of overall questions of like, do I have any general advice? And I'm a little better about what am I using at the time and how am I working on it right then. But when it comes to inking, find the tool that you like and that works with you, like with your hand and how you like to work, and then just kind of go deep on that one. Like I don't specialize in using pens. For me, my inking specialty is using a brush. So I use a Winsor & Newton Series 7 brush. And I actually have much better control over my line weight and my work if I use a brush. A lot of other artists use a crow quill, and I have mad respect for the people who do that. I went deep on brush, so you know it would take me another 3 years to get good with a crow quill, and I don't really ink enough to make that worth it. But oh, you do a lot of your work in Procreate. Well, then I have no idea because I've used Procreate like 2 or 3 times and that's it. And then I'm not sure, was there someone else that I haven't answered? Either way, I'm super sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sloppy Octopus. I'm not really I don't consider myself an inker, so it's kind of just sort of a side job. You kind of have to ink it in general before you color it. And then what I'll do at the end is I'll go through and have some little bits of hair coming out from all these lines, and I do that with the Copic marker, and it softens the look a little bit. I want to use the Sepia multi-liner pens for her skin as well. I think it's just a little bit softer looking, but I am going to go with a thicker one because I want her to pop really good and have a good strong outer line. And I think that a 0.5 will work better for that. Yeah, they are very expensive. But the nice thing about them, and I know I've probably said this a million times before, but you can refill them. You can change out the nibs. You can pretty much upgrade everything about the pen. So if you don't lose the lid or something like that, you're fine, and they'll last you forever. So I feel like Copic marker is a legitimate investment, but if you're going to be using them a lot, it's 100% worth it. It really depends on how old your daughter is as to whether it's worth it to get them for her. Because I generally wouldn't give them to anyone like 8 or younger unless they're like aggressively interested in shading. So like my son, for instance, is not into shading but is really into drawing, so I give him Crayola. Yeah. So yes, that's the thing is Copic markers are really expensive initially, and then over time they pay for themselves because you can buy a refill. This is what a refill looks like. Now I use these markers a lot, right? I barely use up refills. More than once every like 5 years or something like that do I actually empty a refill, and that would be of a color I use a lot. So getting these refills costs, I think, $1 more than the actual marker, but it'll last you years. So then you're set. It's that initial purchase that makes Copic markers so like, oh my God, they're so expensive, but on the long run, they're actually quite cheap. All right. Preach over. Hello, Harv. I have not forgotten about you, I swear. My pleasure. I hope it helps. But until your daughter's a little older, I would definitely just stick with the Crayola until she's able to use them, because there is a learning curve. These are very much a professional use tool. I don't know how she draws or how into art she is, right? So I'm talking about, let's say I'm a parent, I have 3 kids, so I'm talking about my kids right now. They are, the older ones are not into art, so they don't care. My 8-year-old is too young for Copic markers. He does not care about shading and tone and all of that. He just wants to draw his Roblox characters, and Crayola works great. Okay, good. I just don't want to like tell you not to get something for your kid and you have like a budding superstar, you know? Okay, good, Harv. I'm glad. I don't want you to be mad at me. I mean, if you were, it would probably be justified. But I am working on your piece, or I have it scanned, and I need to do the digital work on it to show you some red options for her dress. So I will be getting that to you, I promise. I've just been like cramming to get these the contest winners things done. However, the couple who won this one, well, the husband won it, but I'm communicating with the wife. She said that they were even going to suggest picking it up from me sometime next year in person. So I'd still like to mail it out, but needless to say, they are being wonderful and are not pressuring me to get this to them by Christmas, because at this point it would be pretty rough. This is a lot more detail than your average piece. You're not mad, you're just waiting on me. Thank you, Harv. Lots of love to you. Oh, thank you, Tom. So this, for these long strips like this, for a nice long thigh, I would love to use a brush for this. I'm much better control when I'm using a brush. However, I don't have brown in brush ink. I probably should get some. Now that I'm like dusting off my brush again, I'd like to get some sepia ink for my brush. For now, I don't have it. And I have tried, people, already to ink with Copic ink, where you know the Copic refill ink. It doesn't work. It dries too fast, so it doesn't work on a small brush like that. Thank you, Harv. You guys are sweethearts. I really appreciate that, Adam. Interesting, a script line brush. Huh. Script liner. Well, either way, I understand what you mean. I just I haven't seen one of those, or if I have, I didn't know that that's what it was. Oh my god, this is so yummy. So I just made myself some mocha. Check out my cup, you guys. It is so old. I got it at Emerald City Comic Con like 5 years ago or something like that, and it's like all the paint is chipped off. But it's such a nice cup that I just can't get rid of it. Starbucks hasn't come out with a cup I like more than this one, chips and all, so that's why. Oh, thank you, Samantha. So the strips on her thigh are black, which is why I'm not inking that yet. I'm gonna wait until I'm back using a black pen. And then she has leather strips on her, on this calf. So I've pretty much decided my basic plan for this whole piece as far as inking is everything except for her hair and her skin I'm gonna ink black, because there's just too many places where I could very easily turn it to the brown ink, and then I'm just not going to have enough contrast on this piece. And I don't want to just ink the whole thing in brown because I feel like it. The point with the brown ink that I really like is that it makes certain things stand out or look or even sink back into the background or just give it a softer look. But when most of the piece is either silver, gold, or skin tone, there's nowhere for black lines. So I'm just gonna do everything in black line except for her skin. Oh, thank you, Samantha. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for the host. sides. So I just need to do her face and then on to more detailed parts. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Milkshake Deluxe. And Mr. Abstracto, thank you. Juan, yeah, my headache is gone, thank God. Because usually once one starts, I've got it for like weeks. It won't go away. But I feel much better today. I'm so happy. Angela is from Spawn. Yeah, I know, you've told me, Shane. I'm a little scared with that one. All right, now I'm switching to 0.3 again. It's just a slightly thinner pen. I was using 0.5 because I kind of wanted a big chunky pen to do all the outlines. Oh my God, and I completely forgot her stomach like an idiot. Okay, I'll fix that. But for now, I'm just getting in the lines on her face. And I'm just keeping a real simple mouth. There's so much going on. I didn't want to give her like a growl or a shouting face or whatever. She's kind of like a badass that isn't looking at all the explosions. And a lot of times I won't even ink my the lip line. I'll just leave it plain. Oh, Milkshake Deluxe, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I am scared to ink the face many times, Sloppy Octopus. And for a lot of times, I won't even ink the lips. I will leave them in pencil. I have a real thing about not having very strong outlined lips. It just, for some reason, it's just my personal thing. I prefer more natural lip color on anyone at any day. I generally will never look at a makeup job and think, oh my God, a really dark lipstick would be perfect for this look. I pretty much will never think that. And that's just my personal opinion, right? So that's what I like to do in my art, is keep the lips pretty discreet unless it's a character that has red lipstick. Even so, I will generally not ink the lips. I'll just take care of it from pencil to the color. Hello, Pat. Reads up on Angela. Yeah. Oh, Milkshake. This is not a character I created or designed. I am working on a commission. So this one was requested, and then I just need to figure out how to put it on the page. Hello, Yo-Yo. There we go. I think I've handled everything that is skin toned in here. Fleeting Infinity, I think was what your name was. Thank you for the follow. Hello. It was Fleeting Infinity. Hi. Thank you for the follow. All right. Wrong pens. So for now, I'm going to put away all of my sepia pens. So these are Copic multi-liners and they're in the color sepia, which I really, really like, and I use it a lot. I'm just putting them away for now because I think I'm finished with them for the time being, and I'm going to be using black lines now. The Russian Spud, thank you for the follow. Yes, I really do like the color black, yes. Hello, Central Park. All right, so what I did is I used this one. It's a multi-liner, just the same as the brown ones, but this is a black one. And the nice thing about Copic is that this pen you can also replace the ink cartridge and the nibs at the end. You can fix and change whatever you need to, as long as you don't lose the lid to the pen, which I've done because I'm ridiculous that way. You're fine, and you can update this, fix it, you know, refill. It's something that makes Copic so very, very useful. So these ones are disposable pens. These ones are refillable, reusable pens. And right now I'm using the 0.1, which is just a thinner pen that I have. And that's what I used for all the chain. So here, I'm gonna pick this up so you guys can see. This is all the chain that I've done so far. It's just a ridiculous amount. And I'm twisting it in places, and as such, these ones would be thinner on that side than on this side. The chain links get bigger as they get closer to us, and then smaller again as they go away. Here as well, bigger and then smaller. Same over here as it comes to the foreground. So this stuff is what took me a decent bulk of time, I'm not gonna lie. And then every chain has a little tick on the center. See this little, like, it's got a little spike on it. You know, Milkshake, I think that it probably is in the long run, for sure. If you use these a lot, like Copic markers, the markers themselves, I have a pretty decent set. I don't do a ton of inking, though I may change that soon. These markers are refillable, which makes them very, very economical over time, even though they're very expensive at the beginning. And they are also made by Copic. It's the same company. And I love these guys so much. Oh, thanks, Fleeting Infinity and Sloppy Octopus. Yes, the cartridges are cheaper than the pens themselves. Yes, I believe so. I never really looked into that. Oh my God, they lost all their Copics? Yeah, it's really expensive. That is painful. I've been building my Copic collection for about 5 years now, I think. And I started out with just a couple grays and have slowly moved into having a fuller set. All right, let's start doing some of the details. That sucks so hard, I can't even imagine it. So she has like a little spike knuckle thing over here. It actually goes on the front of her palm right here. And it's just got a few spikes on it. And it attaches around her hand. go. Yeah, I would be very, very sad if I lost mine. There would be lots of tears, I think. Because also, I wouldn't want to replace my markers with just any markers. These ones are ones that I have, like, carefully curated over years and years, and then, you know, you have to start over. The new markers won't have history. Yeah, I probably would, Steve. I protect those markers with my life. Like, I'm not comfortable checking them onto the plane. They're very precious to me. They stay on my desk whether I need them or not. Granted, that is also because they don't fit in my drawer. They're too tall. No, that sounds great, Sloppy Octopus. Oh, classic, my phone rings. Alright. I'm just gonna let it ring. For anyone who can hear my phone going, I'm gonna let it ring. That's what an answering machine is for. Also, lately, I've just been getting, like, so many spam phone calls that I just don't even want to, go, like, make the effort to go downstairs and pick up the phone. Oh, hello, Mystery. I'm glad you made it. Enjoy your lunch break. we go. Robo killer. That's interesting. What is that? Yeah, cold calling is illegal here too, and we still get it all the time. Oh, thank you so much, Fleeting Infinity. Hello, Chicago. I'm glad you could make it. Oh, is there such a thing, Shane? I will thank you. I can't stand it. Interesting. Oh, that is really cool. I need to look into that. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Central Park. That's what I do. It's just I'm always worried it's going to be the school. But then at the same time, well, like my kids' school, and since I have 3 in 3 different schools, it's a constant concern. But the school has my cell phone number, so if anything is like truly emergent, they can also call my cell. Plus, whenever anyone leaves a message, I get an email with a voice recording of the message. So I should be fine. I don't know why I always feel bad that I'm not running up to get to the phone. Oh, it's in my phone, believe me. All right, let's get some of this ribbon done. Yeah, then I shouldn't worry. I know, I'm ridiculous. Thank you, David. So now I've switched to a Faber-Castell Eco Pigment pen. That's right, Arrow. Am I gonna fade in? What do you mean by that, Mystery? I already inked them, so they're pretty much done. Yes, I'll erase the pencils before I color. I have to, for sure. Oh, thank you, Larry. I'm so glad that you like it, and thank you for ordering it. That was so awesome of you. It depends on the paper that you're using, Central Park. For me, if you're using the Copic Express It paper, yes, the Eco Pigment pen does smear. The paper that I use, it does not smear, and I love it. So it just depends on what paper you're using. My pleasure, Central Park. Now I know that once I erase this whole piece, the eraser does tend to pick up a little bit of the ink lines. And that happens no matter what paper I'm using and no matter what brand of pen I'm using. So it's just something that seems to happen, especially with pens. Not nearly as much with like when you're using India ink and you're using a brush or something like that. It doesn't seem to have the same effect on the ink when you erase it. But for pen line work, it always seems to just lighten the lines just enough that I feel like I need to go in and fix it a little bit. So it does create a little bit more fixing after erasing with any pens that I've tried on any paper. Oh, thank you, Arrow. Have a good one, Mystery. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'll see you later then. Yeah, exactly. Very much blood-colored hands. I didn't realize that I might scare a few people, and a lot of people were saying that they thought I cut my hands, and I was posting an accident picture or something like that. So I need to keep that in mind next time, because I really didn't intend to do that. Because that's just gross. My BMD. Thank you so much for the follow. Think of it as a cosplay. Oh, you know what? I haven't given that any thought, David. I really don't have a ton of just line work because I haven't inked in such a long time. I'm starting to ink more now, but I haven't done enough of it. And then also my art books do contain inks and colors already. So I pretty much, my art books are a mush of sketchbooks, art books, and line art books. And so that's kind of, I'm already doing it. I'm just not doing any of them completely on their own, if that makes sense. Hey, Truck Nut! There we go. Almost done with all the ribbons. I hope I'm not spinning the page too fast that it's making anyone sick. So definitely holler at me if I'm doing that. Oh, thank you so much, Fleeting Infinity. That is so nice of you. All right, I'm not gonna do this part right here because I actually believe that the ribbons attach on this side of her belt, so it really wouldn't make sense for me to have it going up like that. Okay, so there's just a few more little spots that I need to do on her belt, and then I will be done. I mean, on her ribbon, sorry, belt. I don't know what I'm thinking. Thank you so much, Harv. I really appreciate you stopping by, Harv. Thank you so much, and have a good time doing your other errands. See you later, Harv. I know it's hard to believe that it's going to be the 23rd this weekend, right? I think I think Sunday is the 20, yeah, Sunday's the 23rd. And then Monday and Tuesday are Christmas Eve and Christmas. It is really coming upon us quick. Some scary stuff, man. I really need to wrap the kids' presents and finish up everything. L-Y Lite, thank you so much for the follow. There we go. I am so close to being done with this. I'm so happy. Okay, well, done with the inking portion. I'm really itching to get to coloring. I don't know if any of you can tell. Oh, wow, Treknut, that is hilarious. Oh, thank you so much. How do I say your Lite? Litier? I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for liking my work. You were born 3 BC. That's hilarious. Hi, Payback. Lie-E-to-A. Okay, thank you. I'm really sorry about that. Thank you so much, Mike. Yay, thank you, Payback. I really, really hope that that it's coming together good. I'm happy with it so far. And I'm aware of the things that I still need to work on, that's for sure. Thank you, Fleeting. All right, so she has one giant boot. It's like a big metal boot. Sometimes it's colored gold, sometimes it's red. I'm trying to think if I've seen it as another color than that, but anyway, one leg is a giant ass boot. And then the other side is a very slender feminine boot, really thin, and it's just, think of it basically like a high heel shoe with a bunch of leather strips holding it on all the way up the leg. And then she does have like, I think that it's sort of a knee boot. So like this one comes under the knee. I think that this boot technically goes over the knee. But if I were to show like boot pieces right here that are jutting forward or sticking down really far, I feel like it's gonna mess up her legs. So I'm gonna have them drawn in, but not really thick or fat. I'm gonna have them pretty tight in. Not as in leather lacing Trek Nut, but actually leather wrapping. So think just completely wrapped around, kind of like big thick leather tied on like a ballerina shoe. But you know, so back and forth and all around. Thank you, Payback. I tried. Yes, I'm on early today, Airbrush. It's when I have time. And the reason why I'm streaming today is because, well, you know, I promised I would yesterday. Secondly, tomorrow, my husband and I are going shopping for the kids' stockings. And so he took a day off work so that we could have, you know, a day that they are still in school where we can do final Christmas preparations. And then on Wednesday, which is my usual streaming day, my husband is, no, not my husband. My husband's taking Tuesday off and my parents arrive on Wednesday. So I've got to go pick them up at the airport in the morning and, you know, make sure they're settled in. So I'm not really sure that I'm gonna make a stream on Wednesday. Oh, thank you so much, love. That is so nice of you. Eat A. Thank you. That means a ton. You know what? I don't do my prints big size. That's so kind of you that you would like a canvas, though. You're a sweetheart. Adam, I think I'm gonna color them. Yes, I've decided, and I'm gonna color them so that I can do the proper tone, and I have a little bit more leeway with how to make them look. So I'm not gonna do them silhouette. I could always put what in front of the camera? Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see here. I had drawn her leg in completely first and then have moved on to doing her boot. I can't remember how the shoe of her boot is. Oh, I could always put them in front of the camera. You know what? I thought about that, Trek Nut. I have a feeling they wouldn't be too thrilled with that. Dan is very, very, very chill, that he's like, you know, or very generous or helpful. I'm not sure what you would call it exactly, but Dan deserves many props to be willing to like sit in front of the camera for me when I need to go run and do something. I don't know that my mom and dad would be too thrilled with that prospect. Okay, so it's clearly a shoe with something over the top of it. So let me work on that. All right, see you, Yo-Yo. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you too. Yeah, that would be fun if they agree to it. I doubt they're gonna feel too thrilled about that idea. Hey, Eric. Thank you, love. The ivy was there quite a while ago, and I only have them for 1 month. But will I see you at another convention? And thank you for liking my hair. I really appreciate that. Oh, you work the night shift? Go to sleep, Yo-Yo. Love you, hun. There we go. So this knee is completely done up with straps. You like the night shift? That's amazing, Central Park. All right, so I'm gonna get this boot finished now. And the boot has like little grooves in the metal on this side, and it's smooth on the other side. So I'm just, as I'm inking, doing a little tiny tick style indentation right there where the groove is, so that it makes it consistently look like there's a groove in the metal all the way down. I just think those little details really help to kind of pull the piece together. So just carrying out the indentation all the way down. And I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to draw the bottom of her foot, because it's kind of like a boot that goes over the shoe. And I'm not really getting it in a way that looks good or that I like. So I'm gonna need to erase that and start over and see if I can come up with some kind of look that is appropriate in my opinion, or that looks good enough in my opinion. Noticed a little spot that didn't look right. Okay, I am Laite. I am going to be at Denver Comic-Con this year. I already have my table booked and paid for, so if you feel like making it to that show, I will be there. Maybe it is a Grieve. I have no idea what that is. In front of both feet. And I didn't put this in front of the feet because I couldn't draw the foot. The foot looked better before I put the chain there. I'm trying to break everything up and make it look action-y. Oh, hello, Chicken Heed. Right now, Tindabal, I don't know. I'm not planning to. Denver Comic-Con is in June, I thought? Let me look. Oh, please. I have my, my plan for the year so far. All right, let me get 2019, and Denver is, oh yeah, it's the end of May. It's May 31st to June 2nd. Still hoping for San Diego. Oh, you're a sweetheart, Central Park. That's great, Travis. And that's not because the Dallas show wasn't good. The Dallas show was awesome. It's just I skip every year regardless. Above her boots, the leg armor there. Those are greaves. What, these things right here? Oh, between knee and ankle. Oh, okay. So just anything that happens to be there. Oh, that's great, Trek Nut. Yeah, shin guards, yes. That I do understand. Oh my goodness, congratulations on the baby. That's so great. Well, I'll understand if you can't make it. I know that one. Yeah, fancy name for shin guard. All right, I know I'm goofing off and really enjoying my mocha drink too much. Do you know if it's a boy or a girl yet? A girl, Mira Jane. Oh, I love that. That's such a pretty name. Yay! I do, Juan. I definitely do. I would say try to find ways to keep your costs down, like go to local conventions, smaller conventions, and you learn so much by being on the floor, by talking to people, you know, even finding out which things they like or learning by observation. All of that it speaks volumes to your progress and your understanding the nature of the work. So yes, if you can get into any shows, I would recommend that you try and start with ones that are smaller and that your overhead isn't super high. You know, table prices aren't super expensive. You're not in a city that you're gonna have to fly to that's gonna be $1,000 ticket. You know, all of the put all the common sense into play and definitely get into some conventions for sure. Her hair is going a long way since I saw it last. Oh yay, thank you, Payback. Yeah, when you start, you are operating at a loss. That's just how it is. My husband had to support me completely. He paid for my tables, took care of everything, paid for my art supplies. Like, he completely supported me until I was able to take over on my own, and it takes a while. So it's just, you know, have some savings, keep your... See, I just had a baby, so I was working from home and a stay-at-home mom anyway. But in your case, if you still have a job, you know, keep your job until you're able to get some traction on your art, stuff like that, you know. Just be smart and, you know, give it thought, but then don't be extremely discouraged if you go to a convention and you don't make anything or you're at a loss. I was too. It happens. And you learn, and from that you get better, and you know, you can talk to other artists on the floor, and all of that is gold as far as learning and progressing. And there's nothing that can put a fire under your butt better than, one, deadlines, two, going to a convention and seeing how far you still have to go and how much progress you need to make and how much time you shouldn't be wasting because you should be practicing, studying, and drawing. It happens to me every time. Yeah, that's brilliant, Fleeting Infinity. That's kind of what you have to do at the beginning, and then, you know, you get more time. And I'm not speaking from experience on that one since I was already a stay-at-home mom, but it's the same thing. If your baby is up all day and you have no time besides once everybody goes to sleep at night, and you can work for 8 hours and sleep for 2 hours and then get up and take care of the kids again. That's just how it is. The experience is the reward, and give it a shot. See if you have what it takes. See if that is the kind of life you want, or, you know, if you feel like you can do it, or you're even into it after a show. You know, it's all those things are good to test out. Yeah, you're a stay-at-home dad. Yep, you know how that one is. Yes, critics are a huge help. That is very true. Yeah, I hear you, Sloppy Octopus. It takes a long time to get any time. Well done, Adam. That is awesome. Okay, so this is her foot. And I am going to just check one thing on the boot again. So I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it. All right, so the boot has a little like screw looking thing right there. And then, so the foot is completely covered God, it makes no sense to me. I can't figure it out. Okay, little part I need to make skin tone. It's different in a lot of the pics, and that's the thing, is I can't figure it out. Oh, thank you, Mike, for hanging out. Have a great evening, or a great afternoon, actually. It's not even nighttime yet. Woot! Have a good one. Thank you so much for being here for as long as you could. I hear you on that one, Central Park. See you later, Eric. Have a good one. They're not holes. They are, like bumps or grommets on it. Exactly, fleeting. it does. Oh, yeah, it's true. I guess right here, huh? Is that where you mean, Shane? Is it right here? I did not notice that, but you're right. It kind of does. Well, at least it doesn't say something mean like hate or something terrible. So yay. I didn't realize that, but I'm glad it says love and not something terrible. That would suck. Thank you. Woot. All right. So now I need to start finalizing everything. There are a few things in the spear that I'm gonna have to just kind of make it up myself, because every version of her spear is different no matter where I look. And so that I'm just gonna have to make up as I go. And now is the time to do the final fix up and make some final decisions on that. And it's time to just start erasing and cleaning up the final lines post erase. And I have another hour or so before I need to get the kids. Yeah, another hour. So I'm gonna be able to finish this up, I hope. Her hair took a while, though I didn't spend as long on it as I usually do. Oh, see you later, Adam. Gabriel is here. Hello. That's true, Juan. It probably would. I haven't decided if I'm going to put another one on there or not, but it is something I am keeping in mind. See you later, Fleeting. Have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out for a while. It's great to have you on here. Oh, thank you, Treknut. Yep, that's the plan. I'm trying to be correct with her outfit, that's for sure. That's awesome, Payback Ivy. Did I ink it for real? Yes, I am inking it, James. Oh, I see what you mean, because I usually pencil my work. Well, this is because it's a commission, so I have to get it, the lines clean and ready for me to color it with Copic markers. Oh, thank you, Floco. That's true. She never gains weight. Plus, you see, guys, there's a little bit of extra room in her belt, so she can eat a big dinner. All right, I need to do a little bit more chain here before I erase all the chain. There we go. I just needed to do those chain parts after I did the hair, so I was waiting to get the hair done, and then I would finish the chains, which I did, so now those things are done. I agree with you, Fleeting. That makes perfect sense. I'm looking for the little pinchy thing to hold this thing in place. Alright, so this is 100% my favorite eraser for really cleaning off the paper. I feel like the Pentel erasers have a really crappy ass holder, but they have the best eraser. So I deal with the holder. Yep, pardon the squeaking. Anybody dying from the noise yet? I think the piece of cloth is attached to the belt, though in a couple places I did see that she had panty lines coming up above the belt, but they were such rare case pieces that I'm just not gonna risk it. Hello, Crint. I'm doing great, thank you. What do you want, Payback? Oh, girls drinking Dunkin' Donuts? That's hilarious, Gabriel. I'm sure you're okay with it. clean off my eraser here. Thanks for the heads up, Gabriel. It's always important to know. That's funny, Comic Force. Sorry, everyone. Dealing with the crappy eraser holder again. Good morning, Kylie. Hi. So I'm just cleaning up some of these areas so that I can now have some freedom to actually see what what I'm left with, because you know, sometimes having all the scribbles and sketch lines, even if I know that they're not going to be used anywhere, they're filling up space, and I kind of miss the scribbles when they're gone, and I need to know if it's enough, there's still enough going on the page without all of my scribbles. Ugh, I'm covered in eraser shavings now. Oh wow, Mel, I didn't even see. Thank you so much for the raid. Merry Christmas! So good to see you, Mel. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Oh yeah, I have an eraser. I just was using the busted part. Raiding is always such a fun time. Oh, I hope everything's going well for you, Mel. And thank you so much for the raid. So for anyone who is new, for starters, I love Mel. He is amazing and an incredible artist. So the fact that you guys have joined Mel on the raid means you have excellent choice in art because he rocks. Have a good one, Mel. I know you probably have to go. Lots of love to you. Thank you. Okay, and right now I am working on a commission. So I did a contest for Christmas where someone could win. I had 6 different commissions that people could win. And this is first prize, which is an 11 by 17. And they could choose any character of their choice with some basic guidelines. So they chose Angela. She is a character from... Now she belongs to Marvel, but originally she was a character from the Spawn comic book series published by Image Comics, generally drawn by Greg Capullo and Todd McFarlane. So I am trying my best to honor the greats and draw some crazy ass chains. So many of them. On perspective. Oh my god. It's so much work. But anyway, I'm trying to get this ready and sent out for all the winners. So all the other 6 sketches are pretty much finished. The only one I need to wrap up is this storm sketch. So I'm going to do another speed paint a little later on today. And I'll be posting that on Instagram with a speed paint of finishing this one. And this one is one of the prizes. This is prize number 6, I believe. And this is prize number 1. And I need to color this when I'm done inking it. So it's gonna take me a while. I'll probably be streaming again in a couple days for wrapping this one up. Oh, see you later, Mr. Randomies. Have a good one. Thank you so much for joining Mel on the raid. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Thank you, Kara. Twins are in the house. Woo! I'm so excited. Oh, you girls are awesome. I'm so glad you could make it. Kylie, I was gonna wear the shirt you gave me, the professionally winging it, but I didn't think you would make it today, so I actually have it right there set aside for another stream that I'm sure you're gonna be at. Twins represent! Woo! Thank you. I love this necklace. I got it a few years ago from a girl that sold jewelry on Etsy, and she doesn't anymore. So I'm really sad, but anyway, I love this one. Yeah. One of these days, Kylie and Kara must meet in person. It has to happen. Oh yes, 100% that has to happen, Kylie. glad you made it. We will behave. Hardly.
For your audience must be impressed or you're wasting.
There we go. The not taking over part? Totally not. Okay. I will be totally in. That is right. 100%. Sorry, Arrow. So once I'm done filling all of this in with black, I'm going to go in and put some lines back in with white jelly roll. Oh, really? Is it nice, Kylie? Who's it from? What's the Greek goddess makeup from? Maybe you told me yesterday, I just don't remember. Manny Mueller's brand. Huh. I don't know that I've ever heard of that before. I'm so happy you like it, Kylie. That is the best. And who chose that for you? Or did you choose that for yourself with the spending money part of your birthday present? Yeah, send me pics for sure. Hey Jason, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could make it at least for a bit. I went a little earlier today. I started at 1 my time. Because I don't know that I'm going to make it for a stream on Wednesday. So I'm kind of getting ahead. How cool is that? Dawn ahead? What? Oh, wow. Lucky Kylie. Oh wow, it's almost midnight there. I'm sorry, Chicago. I'm always getting confused. I keep thinking you're in Chicago. That's horrible, Craig. I feel so bad for you. Yeah. Yeah, Shane's experience with the hairball is the worst so far. He wins. As far as like getting stuck with gross pet related situations. Noted, Adam. Standing on slugs sounds disgusting. That's so gross. Where do I stand on the vanilla debate? I put vanilla in my black coffee every morning. I put vanilla in anything that's sweet, pretty much. And then I also have like rum essence, not rum the alcohol, but like the rum flavoring stuff, and I put that in my coffee too. Thank you, Comic Force. That's awesome. It's because Kylie and Kara and Gabriel and all the people on here are just very funny. Yes, I be your people. I can't understand, why would somebody not like vanilla? You said it smells like dog butt, right, Craig? Okay, have a good one, Larry. Thank you so much for hanging out. I have, Shane. It's so yummy. It's so good. Coffee and body wash or dark vanilla and coffee that they discontinued. Aw, sorry, Kylie. Good plan, Guy Kid. Yes, I do like Bailey's. And you know what I did? In one of my travels, for the first, I do this like once a year. I'll actually use the duty-free perk that happens from so much traveling back and forth. And I got myself a bottle of Bailey's, which is probably about a third of the price than it is here in Canada. So I got it at the airport in LA. And I've been saving it, and I am 100% having it at Christmas time. It's my favorite. Makes you sick if you smell it. I'm so sorry, Craig. Arrow has failed this chat. Nice. I know, right? You get like such amazing deals compared to like alcohol here in Canada is really expensive, like quite. Speaking of, my mom and dad fly in on Wednesday. I might need to get them to get me something from duty free.
Study our perception of self. That wave isn't necessarily a thing you achieve. Rather, it is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static, but fluid, like water. Be like water.
It's true, Comic Forest. That's a fantastic idea. It's true. I don't know what on earth is going on with Moobot. It's just not working. There's drive-through liquor stores? I have never heard of that. We do not have drive-through anything except for coffee and fast food. We don't even have that. Wow, that's awesome. See you, Comic Force. Lots of love and have a good one. I'll catch you next time, okay? Be safe. Get home without any troubles. Yay! Congratulations on your car, Kylie. So I'm just getting rid of any residual dust or smudges on the rest of the paper, and I'm lightening up the parts that I need to refine. So it's pretty much her spear, the ground, and this foot that I can't figure out how this big metal boot connects to the bottom of the foot. It's just not looking right to me. I had the foot fine. I'm not having trouble with the foot. It's the other part that is not working. It's this like overhang on the foot of this big metal boot that's driving me crazy. What's pretty pink and blue? Oh, she's so pretty and blue. I see. Yes, I want to see Kylie. Mellow Days, thank you for the follow. All right, people. Let's get this big battle axe spear thingamajigger figured out. I have been stalling on this one and leaving it till the very last minute, and I need to fix this. So, for starters, the most important part I need to get done is making sure it's straight. All right, and the center was in the wrong spot, so we're gonna fix that. There we go. Oh, hey Diva303. No, I have no problem answering your question. I have been drawing my whole life, but professionally I've been in comics for almost 7 years now. Oh, thank you, Trek Nut. Just under 18 months. I cannot wait for Wonder Woman to come out again. Hello, Fleeting, you're back home, yay! Oh my god, that's such a long time ago. Laite, thank you so much. I can't wait to see Aquaman. I don't think it's out here yet. Like, I checked on our theater and it says coming soon. I can't wait to see it. Oh, you're back. Hello, Guy Kid. Sorry, guys. I need chapstick. Don't be mad at me. Instead of Adventure Time, it should be Waffle Time. Oh my god. Official release is this Friday. Ah, okay. I can't wait to see it. I might have to go this weekend. Hello, Melodies. He has to see Bumblebee? What's Bumblebee? Hello, Shaved Harvey. Oh, it's a Transformers movie. Okay, I see. Just with Bumblebee in it. I get it. Oh, yay, that's so cool, Guy Kid. Mira's hair is so pretty. I agree. Thank you, Shaved Harvey. I have no problems with magical hammers, wands, people flying, and all that. Oh, really? Well, they must explain it somehow, Gabriel. No? Some way that it can kind of work with our brains, or especially yours. I think I'm gonna buy it hook, line, and sinker. I had no problem with Ariel underwater and singing and all that. I think it's just gonna be like, whoopee! More fantasy! Yay! I would love that, Dad. Are you seriously gonna take me? Whoop, 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 whoop. It looks like it's gonna be so much fun. He was born with the tattoos, Craig. That's what I think. I think he was born with them. All right, guys, I'm on my last 15 minutes. Yay! Thank you, Dan. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm sure it's not a bad... It's gonna be amazing, Dan. I can't wait. I'm so excited. When do we go? When are we going? I want to go. I don't like this. Looks kind of like two poorly drawn weird fish. He did do a good job in Justice League. I love that. I love all the Wonder Woman scenes. They are so good. For me, it's like a mixture between how amazing Gal is and then also the music that plays whenever Wonder Woman is on scene. Both of those things together, and I'm just like, oh, I need to go run. It's amazing. Twitch booted Kara? What? What is wrong with Twitch? I do too, Treknut. I swear to God, every time it's just like chills when she goes up that ladder and it's the music. It's my favorite. And I'm the world's worst at like trying to actually make that music, but it's so good. And then the guy who did the music, yeah, oh my God, is so amazing, so amazing. I know, I've seen Wonder Woman like 6 times. Dan, we're watching that over the holidays too. So, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna own it. I need to own it. It's happening right now. Yes, family movie night. Right, Gabriel? I've been telling him that. I'm like, it's the best movie ever. Treknut, guys, Dan and my son Lore, who are the most outspoken in our family, are such snoot bugs about all things movie related. They're planning on watching like, okay, there's nothing wrong with their taste in movie, but they're so snooty about it. And they're like, you know, they're the kind of dudes that would be sitting in a smoke room with their cigars and their scotch and just kind of complaining about the state of the world kind of people when it comes to their movies. They are so snooty. And so he won't. He just doesn't. No, it's just, it's too pop culture-y for them. And so they're always like, no, we don't want to watch any like comic book movies. And I'm like, oh, it's so lame. No, Dan, we are buying it. It's my all-time favorite movie too. It's it's up there with The Fifth Element and, okay, I have a few other ones. What are the other ones? I can't remember, but anyway, between Wonder Woman it's Wonder Woman, Fifth Element, and like one or two other, The Devil Wears Prada. I love that movie. And Kylie, speaking of The Fifth Element, aren't you just dying for the day when you get that little visor and it does your makeup perfectly? I'm going to post that on Instagram. I've been saving it to post because that is going to be the best part. Oh my god. Where it's just like a flash and all of a sudden your makeup is perfect. And I looked at it and it's Chanel. It's a Chanel thingy. I'm gonna buy it. What do you guys think? And please don't patronize me or say nice things to me about the work. Be picky. Be very picky. What do you think about this axe thingamajigger? Be picky, be mean. I don't care. And I'm not trying to make it look completely symmetrical. And Kylie, yes, love that movie. Good. Too big. Huh. Overly top heavy. Okay, so that's 3 people on too big. Huh. Okay. Well, let me see if I can find you guys how it's drawn in other places. Let me get Angela. Wangela is how I wrote it. Angela Spawn. Let me get you an image and show you kind of how it's been drawn. Here we go. Oh yeah, okay, I did draw it too big. You're right. Okay, so this is the Greg Capullo one. All right, so I did draw it too big. I'm gonna fix it. Thanks everyone. I really appreciate that you are upfront with me. I need that. All right, so take a look at that drawing. This is by Greg Capullo, who is just badass AF. And this is kind of one of the main versions of her that I've found. Okay, well, let's put it this way, guys. In no way and under any circumstances am I trying to make this piece look realistic. So that's one thing to consider. And the other thing to consider is I've already inked one little spot. So there's not a ton I can move. It's not big enough. Treknut, you just said it was too big. Okay, so now that I showed you that, now I'm confused. People. All right, so let's put it this way. I'm not trying to make it look realistic as something that could be wielded because she's not. Okay, so based on that image, it's about right. Oh, okay, I see. So you guys think it's okay now? Big axe thumb up from Craig. All right, thank you, Sarah. Okay, so I will carry on, but you know what? I am seeing that right here, it looks like a freaking tree trunk. It doesn't look right. Like, yuck. So I'm gonna fix this. Nobody needs a gnarly, knobby tree trunk right there. It just looks bad. Oh, you feel like it takes from the face. Okay. What can I do? Ooh, you know what's one thing I could do? Let me try it. I'm just gonna lighten this a little bit and let's see how it would look if I went like this and then literally just chopped that whole section out and made it like that. Yes, Kylie, I did. I thought that was really, really good. You did awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna make the axe probably silver, and then her wings and her hair are gonna be gold and red respectively, or like bright carrot top red. So yeah, this will fall back into the background because it's gonna be closer in color to the background. Oh, okay, there is going to be a counterweight at the bottom, yes. There's kind of like a mini axe situation at the bottom, which I still need to draw in. So it's kind of like it has like one little offshoot over here and then another smaller offshoot on this side, and then it comes into a spear, and then this part is a little thicker. So let's just draw in some of this stuff. Oh, I only have 2 minutes left, guys. Axe base a little skinnier and have the spikes come out of it so you don't have to draw it so thick. Oh, that's true, Kylie. But yeah, this whole part is gonna be heavy. Not as heavy as the top, but her hand holding it is closer to the top. So I don't think it would topple. And then here, I'm gonna have it actually stabbing into the ground, which was just a genius idea from, I think, a mixture of Kylie and Craig. And if I'm crediting the wrong people, just correct me. But I think it was you guys. And that was just fucking boss, the way that you guys came up with that idea. So I still need to do the ground here. And I'm going to make it like, you know, think of it like shattered glass on the ground on perspective. And that is my alarm to go pick up Lyndon and my other guys. So I've got to run. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. And thank you all so much for hanging out with me. You rock so hard, and even though I didn't quite finish everything, we came close. We did come close. And that is awesome. And I'm so happy, and you all rock so much for hanging out with me. Thank you. I know it's the middle of the workday for a lot of people. I love you all a ton. Thank you so much. And just a giant heads up, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow because it's my day off with Dan. And on Wednesday because I'm picking up my mom and dad. But I'll try to stream again on Thursday or Friday and then again on Sunday like usual. So I'll keep you all posted on Instagram. And for anyone who's on my email list, I'll be in touch tomorrow with the weekly wrap up and just the general hello. I love you guys. Let's do a raid. Let's see. Let's raid. Carson Druitt. Or if anyone else has a different suggestion, let me know fast. Raid Carson Druitt. All right, we're raiding Carson. And I'll just do a quick hello to Carson and then I have to run or I'm gonna be late. Okay, Central Park, I will do that next time. Let's raid, woohoo, bye, mwah.